Contextual advertising. In continuation with the display advertising, the contextual advertising is advertising on a website that is relevant to the page's content. Contextual advertising is advertising on contextual pages. As we discussed in previous lecture, it is advertising on contextual pages. Like if you have a client of hospitality and hotel, then advertisement should be on travel related blogs and on the literature pertaining to the tours and travels and hospitality. And if we are advertising for a pharmaceutical company or a hospital, the advertisements or the display ads even should appear on health related websites, on health related blogs, right? In traditional contextual advertising, automated systems displays ads related to the content of your site based on the keyword targeting. That is again based on the keyword targeting, targeted through keywords where you have our keywords matches with the literature of the website. So that we say contextual advertising. One of the more well-known example of contextual advertising is Google AdSense. As we know, Google AdSense is a program which partners with different websites and makes the Google network, Google display network. Google robots automatically serve ads that relevant to your users. That relevant to your users means that relevant to our client. For example, if you run a movie review blog, suppose you are running a movie review blog, AdSense might serve contextual ads to buy movie tickets or sign up for a movie streaming service. That is, movie tickets booking will be displayed on where it will be displayed. Movie tickets booking will be displayed on a blog where movie reviews are there. The blog is reviewing the movies and that ad will be displayed related to ticket booking, movie ticket booking or movie streaming services. The ads are selected from the inventory of advertisers who register through AdWords, right? Who register through AdWords. That is contextual advertising. Advertising on a website, on an application, mobile application that is relevant to the advertiser or to our client. And other terms are here: native advertising. Native advertising is a form of contextual advertising. It is again a form of contextual advertising where sponsored ads are designed to look like the native content of a website. This is sometimes seen as deceptive advertising practices. That is, advertisement looks like the content. Advertisements looks like the content, similar to content. And the next terminology is behavioral advertising. Behavioral advertising is expected to become the next frontier of contextual advertising. It is again a type of contextual advertising. Behavioral advertising is designed to target the user based on their behavior rather than just users' stated preferences. Users' behavior, right? These are mostly based on the algorithm. The behavioral advertising, suppose you are viewing on your any social media platform or Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, you are used to view a particular type of videos or particular type of content. The advertisement on your timeline will appear similar to these contents. Suppose you are reading a blog related to health or particular disease or particular health. then the advertisement related to this disease or related to this health will appear on your timeline. That is as per the behavior of the user. We call it behavioral advertising, right? In video contextual advertising, an example of this type of contextual advertising would be a YouTube ad for shampoo. YouTube advertisement for shampoo shown before a video tutorial for how to cut your own hair. That is again in video contextual advertising. We can say part of behavioral advertising or in video form, in video contextual. Basically the video is a tutorial of how to cut your own hair. This you can see or you can use in present scenario of lockdown. Video tutorial for how to cut your own hair. So which types of ad will appear on this video? In video contextual advertising, shampoo or hair oil, right? So this is in video contextual advertising, right? Contextual advertising. You will be getting the point. What exactly is contextual advertising? It is context. Now next is similarly as we discuss in video contextual advertising, that is the advertisement of a shampoo or a hair oil will appear when we are watching a video tutorial on how to cut your own hair, right? Similarly, the next term is in-text advertising. It is a form of contextual advertising where specific keywords within the text of a web page are matched with advertising and or related information units, right? That is, a text is appearing on within the content and advertisement related to that text or that keyword will appear. Getting my point? In-text advertising is where you allow a company to monetize words. That is, you can even monetize words. Company can monetize words because the advertisement related to this word will appear within the content of your site. It is also known as inline advertising. In-text advertising also known as inline advertising. The concept is that the certain words will be highlighted. These words will be highlighted, and when a user rolls over them, like this, a box will pop up with advertisements related to that word. A box will pop up, a pop-up window appears. Suppose advertisements is a word. It matches with different words, different advertisements having the word advertisements. The box will appear showing multiple advertisements where the advertisement words is there. The ads which pop up related to the word can be wide in range. Can be wide in range means can have multiple advertisements, right? Anything from selling a product related to that word to having news stories related to that word, maybe products related to that word, maybe a news, or maybe all these together are to be expected. This is an example of in-text advertising. Looks like that. Suppose the word appearing is Brooklyn Bridge. Brooklyn Bridge, and here when the window is appearing, this is the pop-up window, this appeared, and here the three informations or advertisements where the Brooklyn Bridge is there. Brooklyn Bridge makeover to close lanes to traffic, that is one news. Brookline that made New York and the family who made that, today is history again, right? So this is advertisements related to this word, right? This is called in-text advertising, and this text Brooklyn Bridge is monetized, right? So this is in-text advertising, one form of display advertising, right? The next is in image advertising. We have discussed two things, in text, in video, now in image advertising. In image advertising, a form of contextual advertising where specific images on a website are matched with related advertisements. Here the images are matching with the advertisement. In image advertising uses data about the image, its text and surrounding content to match images with ads that are contextually relevant, right? Once a website owner integrates the scripts onto their publishing system, site visitors can move their mouse over the image or look at an image for a certain amount of time to reveal an advertisement, right? So that is in image advertisement, how it appears. Most in image advertisements have the following characteristics of in image advertisement. When a user mouses over an image on a website, a small overlay on the lower segment of the image appears. A small overlay on the lower segment of the image appears like this. This is small overlay on the lower segment of the image appears. Right? The overlay can be closed out by the user. User can close the overlay. Some in-image ad technologies produce a pop-up box when visitors mouse over image, right? And clicking on the text of an image in image advertisement directs users to a new web page. If you are clicking here, right? If you click here, then we will direct it to a website related to that advertisement, right? So this is in image advertisement, right? This is in image advertisement. Now e-commerce shopping cart software. And the topic is all about different types of contextual advertising, and contextual advertising is also a part of display advertising, and we have discussed different types of contextual advertisings like in video advertising, in image advertising, in text advertising, and how we monetize our text, our images, right? In these categories of image advertising, in these categories of display advertising. Now the next topic we are moving is e-commerce and shopping cart software. We all aware with the e-commerce websites, and we also aware with the shopping cart software. Shopping cart, we all know what is shopping cart today, and we all know what is the e-commerce website like Amazon, like, right? And the e-commerce software and shopping cart software help you do business well online, right? These are required for online business. If you want to purchase a physical good or even a intangible goods, right? Like the software, like antivirus program and all. Vendors and users often confuse between e-commerce software and shopping cart software, and sometimes they use the two terms interchangeably. However, they are different. They are doing the same thing approximately, but they are different in many features, right? They are similar because they both help you launch, run and manage an online store. E-commerce software as well as shopping cart software both helps you to launch, run and manage an online store. Besides, they are also used to process payments and work together with the rest of your operations, right? Process payment and work together to other operations. You should choose e-commerce software if need a full-featured all-in-one e-commerce solution. That is, e-commerce software is this line making clear that it has wider use, it is full-fledged, full-featured, all-in-one e-commerce software. If we talk about e-commerce software, right? E-commerce software includes storefront setup where product displays जहाँ हम प्रोडक्ट को डिस्प्ले करते हैं, डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ प्रोडक्ट, डिफरेंट वेराइटीज ऑफ प्रोडक्ट, डिफरेंट कैटेगरीज, डिफरेंट साइजेस ऑफ प्रोडक्ट डिस्प्ले ऑनलाइन, right? That is one setup, storefront setup. Payment processing, with payment processing, website hosting, design, website design as well, hosting as well as design, marketing related softwares, marketing flows and all, email flows, merchant tools, right? Merchant tools, merchant software, security. These all things are included in a e-commerce software. When we talk about a e-commerce software, that is, we are talking about a complete solution for online business, right? We are talking about a complete solution for online business, doing online business, starting from a website hosting service, website design, storefront, e-commerce shopping cart, payment processing, marketing and service related tools, and all things are included in a e-commerce software, right? Besides, it also gives you everything else you need to build and grow your online business. The software, the programs for lead generation, for follow-ups, email flows, right? For to the prospective customers and customers having in our database. You can use the e-commerce software or integrate it with an existing website or blog to build your website. It can be integrated with existing website, right? As such, we go for a whole e-commerce software, so we don't go for the integration. If any large company is going for a new e-commerce software, then it may integrate. Otherwise, for a small business, if we are going for e-commerce software, we start from scratch with the help of that e-commerce software. That is it, because it provides all the solutions, right? On the other hand, if you already have a website and you need to keep a way to list services and products and process payments, shopping cart software is best. Shopping cart software is, we can say, a small version of e-commerce software, because the facilities are limited. They are related to the payment processing, related to the shopping cart. That's all. Shopping cart software is unlike e-commerce software, and it often comes in the form of website plugins and extensions. If anyone knows about the WordPress development or other website developments without using any code, they use plugins, especially WordPress. So you can install a shopping cart plugin and a payment processing plugin, right? Besides, is often limited to processing payments, helping you set up a virtual storefront and providing some merchant tools. Depending on the website and software, some customizations may also be possible. Customization also possible in shopping cart software, and customizations are always there in e-commerce software, because if you are purchasing a e-commerce software for your company for selling your products, then definitely you will be doing branding online. You will be using your colors, you will be using your logos, you will be using your images. The customization is possible in both the cases, but it will be less in case of shopping cart software, because it has limited features, especially shopping cart payment processing, right? And can be storefront. Small businesses have many options when it comes to selling online, right? We have multiple options when we going to selling online. If you want to sell something online as a startup or as a small business, you can have multiple options. One way is to sign up with marketplaces that allow you to list your products in a hosted storefront such as eBay, Amazon, Flipkart, anywhere. So these are what? These are basically marketplaces. What is the difference between a marketplace and a website? A marketplace is basically a large online software If you want to sell with Amazon, you can start your own online shop on Amazon platform. Amazon will advertise for you and you can list your products there. Payment processing will be done by Amazon. Shopping cart, everything will be provided by the Amazon. You don't have to do anything. Even logistics, physical logistics will be managed by Amazon. Everything will be managed by Amazon. But in lieu of that, you have to pay commission on sale of every individual product. Getting my point? Suppose you are selling a product of rupees 100, then you have to pay 10%, 14%, 20%. That depends upon product to product, right? To Amazon, right? For using their marketplace. Amazon is basically a marketplace where many sellers are selling their products online. Getting? Similarly, eBay's, Flipkarts and all. They are basically marketplaces, right? This is a one way of doing online business. Selling something or making an e-commerce website is not a tough. The second thing is handling delivery processes, delivery on different locations to customers, and managing a warehouse for selling. These all things are needed if you are running an independent e-commerce platform. But if you are working with Amazon or any other e-commerce platform, right? If you are using their selling on an e-commerce platform, then all works will be taken care by these platforms, and they charges for that a commission on sales basis, right? But if you want more control over your e-commerce business, setting up your own website with an e-commerce software or shopping cart software is the way to go. That is two options. One is you can sell your products online on these marketplaces, or second, you can start your own full-fledged e-commerce business, but where you need to handle, right, deliveries, payment collection, returns, warehouse management, everything you need to handle in case of your own full-fledged website online business. But if you want to start with a small business in a particular city, like in Dehradun, you want to sell something online, then you can manage the deliveries. The warehouse could be your own shop where you are sitting, and the delivery can be done by your own delivery boy. In case of a small particular city focused online business, right? But if you want to work on you want to sell customers across a particular region or across the country, then you need at the initial stages you need to work with such marketplaces, because they have all infrastructure available for delivery, for warehousing, right? You want your own website. When you use an e-commerce marketplace to sell your products and service, your software storefront resides on their websites. Your storefront will be on Amazon with their branding. The branding will be Amazon's branding. It's not your, right? In case if you are using any marketplace, the branding will be of Amazon's branding. You will be working on the branding of Amazon, right? With e-commerce software, you get your own website and domain name to give your online store its own home and make your e-commerce business completely yours. In case of your own e-commerce platform, on e-commerce website, the branding will be yours. People and the customers will know you, right? You will be selling products on your own behalf, on your own branding, not on behalf of Amazon or any other marketplace, right? That is the one main difference. If you want to create your own brand, then you have to start with your own website using a e-commerce software. You want control over your online store, offering a wide range of features and customization options. E-commerce software gives you plenty of control over your online store. You can design your own website however you want, designate your own workflows, choose your own pricing models and more, so you can set up your store in any way that fits your business changing needs. You can set up your business as per business changing needs, right? That is the difference between a store owned by independent store owned by you and a store on a e-commerce platform, right? And next is, you want control over your online store, offering a wide range of features and customization options. E-commerce software gives you plenty of control over your online store. You can design your website however you want, designate your own workflows, right? This is the benefit. E-commerce software products offer a wide range of features to help you sell online and manage your online store, right? The software provides you all the features to display, to sell, payment processing and all. When we spoke with small business owners, the two most important features they said they look for in an e-commerce or shopping cart software are ease of use and customization capabilities. Basically, this is about what small businesses need in a e-commerce or a shopping cart software. Suppose you are planning to start an e-commerce website. What you are looking for, you will be looking for ease of use and customization capabilities, so that you can customize as per your requirement. The e-commerce software, you can customize as per your requirements, and ease of use, easily usable, right? Big commerce. Big commerce lets small business with big visions create scalable, powerful online stores for all types of products. It is a e-commerce software. Big commerce is e-commerce program, e-commerce software. Many e-commerce software programs are available online. Many companies are providing e-commerce solutions. One of them is Big Commerce. Big Commerce lets small businesses with big visions create scalable, powerful online stores for all types of products. A full-featured e-commerce software, Big Commerce provides you with a website and domain name, starting from a domain name, website, secure shopping cart and product catalog, payment gateways, email accounts, marketing tools, mobile optimization, and much more. This is a Big Commerce is basically it is here because it is well known in the market, and many small businesses, small and medium businesses are using for online sales Big Commerce, and it has all these capabilities, right? And if you are planning, if any of your client want to implement online e-commerce solution for any of your client, then Big Commerce can be one option. Getting my point? Because it starts with domain name, online store, payment processing, secure shopping cart, product catalog, payment gateways, email accounts, right? Marketing tools, marketing flows, mobile optimization, and all these things are covered, right? This Similarly, Easy Digital Downloads, if you wish to sell digital goods, and Easy Digital Downloads is the program you can opt for if you want to selling digital goods, softwares, packages and all, right? That is Easy Digital Download. And PayPal, simplify your e-commerce business and use your PayPal account. If you already have a website, PayPal shopping cart, it is basically providing shopping cart solution, not the complete e-commerce solution. and if you have a PayPal account, then you can use it. Lets you add buy buttons, product image and complete shopping carts. The company has also partnered with Yahoo stores to provide a comprehensive e-commerce solution for your business. PayPal is also internationally known, right? Platform solution. Shopify. Our top pick for the best e-commerce software for business is Shopify, which lets you create an online store quickly and easily. The full-featured e-commerce software includes an online store, payment processing, web hosting, website builder, marketing and analytics tools, third-party integration and more. And then next is sorry, WooCommerce. The next is WooCommerce. Build your e-commerce business on WordPress. If you want to build your e-commerce business on WordPress, that is the most powerful plugin, WooCommerce. Most features comes free of cost, free, or add an online store to your existing self-hosted WordPress website or blog. WooCommerce provides you with a shopping cart, payment processing, backend integration, online store management tools and more. Like WordPress, WooCommerce can be customized with different themes, extensions and plugins, giving you limitless options for your online store. So WooCommerce is a plugin, multiple plugin it has, and multiple features can be used on a WordPress website. And you can, with the help of the WooCommerce, we can make a WordPress website or a WordPress blog a powerful online store. Getting my point? A powerful online store.